Can you believe we finished the first quarter of 2022 already? And the March stats are here. And in today's video, I'm going to cover where the market is as of March 2022, as well as how is the market trending? What's the behavior in the area of Colorado Springs? So stay tuned. Hey, Laura Gallant here with Mountain Prairie Living Empowered by ERA Shields, and welcome to my channel where I answer questions about the home buying and selling process and all the cool things there are to do here in Colorado Springs. And in today's video, I'm going to go over the March 2022 real estate stats. So it's still continuing to climb. It's still moving forward. It's a fast moving market, and the numbers are going to tell us about that. So let's get into the numbers. So let's start with the days on market. The days on market for all properties in El Paso County went from 13 in February to 14 in March of 2022. If we're looking at just single family residences, the days on market was only 11. Let's talk about residential home sales. They're pretty flat from March of 2021 to 2022 March, where we had 1,362 residential sales in March of 2022. We had 1,342 sales in March of 2021. But it is a significant jump from February of 2022 when it was only 1,015 total sales in residential home sales. So let's talk about the median home price overall for homes in El Paso County. The median home price rose to $475,000. It went up $10,000 from February of 2022 when it was $465,000, but it went up $65,000 from March of 2021 when it was $410,000. The average home price also rose in March of 2022 to $539,684. In February of 2022, it was $514,757. But in March of 2021, it was at $472,931. So it's risen almost $67,000 over the last year. Now let's talk about the year-to-date sales. In March of 2022, the year-to-date sales are the highest in the last 5 years at 3,432 total sales year-to-date. In March of 2021, it was 3,293 total sales, but we are steadily climbing each year, year over year. In March of 2018, total year-to-date sales as of March of 2018 were 3,114 total sales. Here's where the story is told. So in new listings in March of 2022, it's the highest in the last 5 years. We had 1,834 new listings in March of 2022. We sold and had under contract pending 2,227. So we had under contract and pending more than we even had coming on the market. So it's telling you, as soon as things come on the market, they are moving off the market very quickly. The speed of the market has not slowed down. Now, we've been in a low inventory for several years now, but some good news, some good trends. In March of 2022, we had 706 total homes that were for sale on the market in March of 2022. In March of 2021, it was only 487. So that's a good trend. That number of 706 is close to in line to June of last year, which is kind of heading into the peak season for PCS moves and anybody moving with children who are in school. So that's a good number. Hopefully it'll continue to rise as we head into the next few months. A good majority of the home sales are in the range between 400 and 500,000. Let's talk a little bit about the condo market. In March of 2022, there were 220 condominium sales. The median condominium price was $356,500, and the average price was $367,195. The days on market for a condominium in El Paso County were 14. So let's talk about OverAsking Price. In El Paso County, the average OverAsking price right now is 100.4.1%. So 4.1% over the ask price in El Paso County is what we are seeing on all sales overall. Obviously, some of those are higher. I've definitely seen sales go 10% over the asking price. So we are definitely seeing that the entire market is usually over the asking price. For single family residents in all of El Paso County, the average is 103% over asking price. Now, are there homes that are being bought under asking price? Sure, there's probably some challenges with those. Are there some higher than 3% over asking price? Absolutely. So let's talk about how the trends are moving in this market. So with the speed of the market, we're seeing a few trends that you might be experiencing if you're out there house hunting or if you're selling your house. Typically, as a realtor, we're going to have it listed and put on the market active on a Friday, have showings all the way through Sunday, and then ask for acceptance deadlines of either late Sunday night or Monday or Tuesday to allow us time to sit with the seller and go through the multiple offers, because it's pretty typical that we're going to be seeing multiple offers in this market. So that's a trend that we're seeing. We're seeing a lot more of what we call pocket listings, where a listing agent will have a home that they know needs to be sold, but maybe they're only sharing it with a few groups of people that they know may have a buyer to bring, because the sellers just don't want tons of people in and out of the house. That's something that we're seeing. So talk to your realtor about that if you are on the market, and see if there are any pocket listings that maybe you could get information about. We're also hearing buyer fatigue. And if you're out there house hunting, we feel for you. We understand. It's a challenging market, and it's not in the control of the real estate agent. A lot of people think that it's just us driving this market up. It's truly the buyers and the sellers making these decisions. We are just parties to help the transaction flow through, but it's the buyers and the sellers, because it's literally just a supply and demand situation. There's low supply and high demand, and that's standard economics. The prices do rise. Let's look at the statistics. If there are, this weekend, we came into the weekend with 665 total listings on the market. That's all price points, all property types in El Paso County. There are over 5,000 realtors. So 665 realtors have a listing, and the rest are trying to sell it. So it's almost a 1-to-1 ratio, or 1-to-10 ratio. So for every listing, there's 9 or 10 realtors trying to sell it. If you're offering an above asking price, plan to have an appraisal gap, at least some sort of money to offer for the difference between your offer price, the ask price, and what the appraisal may come in at. A full appraisal gap is ideal. That's going to help you win, but I know not everybody has that option. What are ways that you can adjust your appraisal gap? You can discuss that with your lender to see if there's a different loan program that will free up some of the money you had for the down payment and move that towards appraisal gap. So here's a few questions to ask your buyer's agent if you are out there house hunting in today's market. Ask your real estate professional, what is the average price point in this area that I'm zoning in on? Because you're usually picking a certain area that you want to be in. You need to know what the average home price sale or sale price is in that market. That's question number one. Question number two, ask them in that pocket area, what is the average over asking price that the homes are going for? That's going to help you make a decision on what offer price that you might want to have to go to win, if that's the house that you really want. So if that particular pocket area is averaging 6% over ask, put that number down on paper. Is that something that you're comfortable with? And look at that. So know that number so that you know what is going to be a good offer to help you win in a multiple offer situation. The third thing that's really important to know and to define with not only your lender, but also with your realtor is your non-negotiables. What is your max budget? What is the highest cost or purchase price that you are willing to do? And what are the non-negotiables in that home that you will not compromise on? Now, there may be areas that you compromise. I did a video on creative ways to present offers, but one of the most important things is to be non-negotiable with the things that really matter to you. So if you want to know more about that, then check out this video next. But it's such a challenging market, and we feel for you. But I promise you, If you have patience, if you are prepared, and you fully understand your market, you will get under contract. So we are heading into the busy season as we come into April, May, June, and July. So make sure you're working with a strong real estate professional that clearly understands the market. Make sure you ask questions so that you fully understand the market, and stay tuned for information about the market so that you are well aware of what's going on. I do a Tuesday and a Friday Instagram post talking about a real estate quick tip and the numbers. So stay tuned and find me on Instagram for that. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe and share it with a friend. And if you want to know more about the real estate process, then check out this video next, where I talk more about appraisal gaps and various strategies that you can use and creative ways to really win in a multiple offer situation. Hope you have a great evening. Thanks for watching.